on Capitol Hill. Here's a guy who we thought made $4 million, but now they're saying it's $6 million, Stu?
I don't know the exact number.
You said 5.9 earlier.
Yeah.
Were you lying? Were you lying at the
Were you
time?
lying then or are you lying now?
Both times. I think.
Okay.
Wait.
I think that was the purpose of the question, right? To get the exact number. The estimates are a little bit less than 6 million.
Now, is that what he took home or his group took home?
I probably his entire group, but I mean it's his group. I mean, you know, it's his.
So I think
business.
ISA did a really good job. ISA did a great job on like, why should we listen to you? Why shouldn't there be an independent counsel now looking into? You said lying about things was part of your strategy. So we paid you $6 million. Shouldn't we look into if you lied to us on anything else? Listen to this back and forth from yesterday's hearings. Start with Daryl Issa.
Are you stupid?
I don't think so, no.
Does MIT employ stupid people?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so you're a smart man who said some, as the ranking member said, some really stupid things, and you said the same. Is that correct?
The comments I made were really inexcusable.
Okay, and I'll leave aside the political observations, but you did say in in the video we played, and everyone else has seen, I think, parts of it, you did say that, in fact, if people knew the whole truth, they wouldn't have voted for this. That, in fact, the direction you were going, the reality, and specifically, I want to talk, because Mr. Goldman's a poster child for this. He has a silver plan that is relatively inexpensive. If it was subsidized, it'd be even cheaper. But the shifting of some people to pay more than they previously did, because remember, health care went up in price. So for Mr. Goldman to get a reduction, somebody else got not only an increase, but an increase to offset his decrease. That was what you were talking about. So isn't it true that, in fact, between the taxes and increases for some, that's part of the plan to reduce for people like Mr. Goldman?
First of all, I made a critical mistake in trying to conjecture with a tone of expertise.
Yeah, no, but you're an expert on the analysis of the numbers and where the cost shifting goes in your microeconomic analysis. And I'm asking you, as Dr. Gruber, a smart man at a great institution that has collected over over $4 million in various fees and so on. Your analysis, isn't it true that in order for Mr. Goldman to get his reduction, and he's very happy about it, that in fact there was cost shifting, including those so-called Cadillac plans? Isn't that true?
The Affordable Care Act set up insurance exchanges which pooled risks for the healthy and the less healthy. On average, when you count for the tax credits individuals received, people are paying less for health insurance than they
I'm a taxpayer, Mr. Gruber. Trust me, people are not paying less. People like me are paying more for those because taxes are, in fact, a cost that's paid. Total cost did not go down. Cost shifting occurred in your model. Isn't that true?
The amount that individuals have to pay for health insurance, on average, fell in my model.
Well, but it didn't fall in reality.
Stop for just a second. Now he's going to go in. You can find this up on the Blaze, and it's great. Go to the Congresswoman next, who just did a fantastic job. It bothers me that this guy is from MIT. He has been speaking politically about what the political plan was. The political plan was to lie to the American people because it just wasn't politically feasible. Then he plays dumb, like I'm just an economist. I don't know. That is a lie. That is a lie. He was hired because he did have a brain on on economic indicators, but also could couple that with the way politics works. He was working with people that the White House had hired who are behavioral scientists.
And over and over and over and over again, he continued to blame glibness.
Yeah,
he blamed this
ridiculous.
on glib. I was just being glib. I was trying to be smarter than I was. I was talking down to people. I was trying to be glib.
I was being glib. I was trying to hold myself up by tearing others down. It was so disingenuous because this wasn't one thing. This was over and over and over again. He was, quote, glib. Well, there was somebody that was sitting there biting their tongue the whole time.
Cynthia Loomis.
I'm going to give you a little story. I'm on Obamacare. My husband was on Obamacare with me. And we were told that we were enrolled in Obamacare. And then when we filed claims, we were told we were not enrolled in Obamacare. And then we got it straightened out, and he filed claims, and we were told once again that we were not on Obamacare. Well, come to find out, my husband was having chest pains at the time that he was told we were not enrolled in Obamacare. And come to find out, he didn't have all of the tests that he was advised by his physician to have. So, on October 24th, the week before election, my husband went to sleep and never woke up. He had a massive heart attack in his sleep at age 65, a perfectly, by all appearances, healthy man. Come to find out, in a conversation with his physician after he died, he chose not to have one of the tests, the last test, his doctor told him to have. This happened to coincide with the time that we were told that we were not covered by Obamacare. I'm not telling you that my husband died because of Obamacare. He died because he had a massive heart attack in his sleep. But I am telling you that during the course of time that he was having tests by a physician and was told we were not covered by Obamacare, that he then decided not to have the last test the doctor asked him to have. Let me suggest that there may be a decline in participation and that it may not be to the benefit of the American people. I want to suggest that regardless of what happened to me personally, that there have been so many glitches in the passage and implementation of Obamacare that have real life consequences on people's lives. And the so-called glibness that has been referenced today have direct consequences for real American people. So get over your damn glibness.
It was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. She was fighting back tears the whole time she was saying it. She held her composure, and she wasn't angry.
She wasn't out of control at all.
She wasn't out of control, and she didn't lose, she didn't give in to her anger until the very end. I would have been angry a lot earlier. I couldn't have sat there and stomached what I heard from him, especially after a man who made $4 to $6 million from you, and all based on a lie.